Good afternoon and welcome to today's episode of NWCR's Removing a Liberal Blindfold for this, the 14th day of June in the year of our Lord 2025. With the riots in LA, we have to realize the reason this is happening is because of the Democrats calling for violence against their opponents. And they've been doing this for years. From the Opinion Post News here in New Mexico comes this one. Lujan Grisham fueled LA riots. Now she wants order in New Mexico. This woman wants it both ways. She wants the illegals here so they can fuel the destruction the left wants. And then they want the temperament they cause to be tempered when it fits what they want. But first, please like and subscribe to these videos and listen to the end so we can continue to grow our network. We are working hard to save this great nation from the enemies we have from within and without. Don't forget to hit the like button. That will help us grow too. Just days after defending violent anti-Trump agitators in Los Angeles who attacked federal agents and torched city blocks, New Mexico Governor Lujan Grisham is now laughably claiming she has zero tolerance for violence during upcoming protests across the land of enchantment. Following the lawless chaos in LA, where criminal aliens and leftist extremists clashed with federal officers, Lujan Grisham signed on to a Democratic Governors Association statement blasting President Trump for deploying the National Guard to restore order. Imagine that. The DGA outrageously accused Trump of abusing power while completely ignoring the fact that federal agents were under siege and risking their lives to stop the insurrection. Critics swiftly condemned the Democrat governor's defense of the mob. Quote, "Every Democrat governor just endorsed lawlessness and chaos on the American streets," unquote, wrote the Republican Governors Association, putting people's lives at risk. Lujan Grisham's own record leaves no room for ambiguity. From removing National Guard troops from New Mexico's southern border on day one of her governorship to mocking Trump's border wall in a campaign stunt, and more recently signing laws to shield criminal aliens and permit non-citizens to police U.S. citizens, she has consistently sided with open borders and against law enforcement. Now, as No King's Day protests spread across New Mexico this weekend, with events planned in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Los Alamos, and Alamogordo, and more, Lujan Grisham is suddenly posturing as the enforcer of law and order. Asked by KOAT-TV what she expects from the protests, the governor declared, quote, "Demonstrate their opinions in a peaceful, meaningful way, and we will have zero tolerance for violence and illegal acts," unquote. But the protests she's now pretending to police are being fueled by the same far-left forces she defended just days earlier. These No Kings events are part of the so-called 50501 movement, a coalition of radical progressive activists staging anti-Trump demonstrations across all 50 states, including at least 17 locations in New Mexico alone on June 14th. While organizers claim the events are peaceful, they are bankrolled by the same most extreme groups on the left, the National Education Association, NEA, the American Federation of Teachers, AFT, the League of Conservation Voters, the Human Rights Campaign, Bernie Sanders Campaign Network, the Far Left Center for Biological Diversity, and even the patriotic millionaires who push anti-capitalist policies while living in luxury. These are the same kinds of dark money-backed entities that fuel violence in LA, where anarchists, criminal aliens, and Antifa-aligned mobs openly attacked law enforcement. Here in New Mexico, the movement is using the occasion of Flag Day, also President Trump's birthday, and the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army, to sow division and provoke unrest. Their own rhetoric makes it clear. Quote, "The wannabe dictator wants a party? Well, then let's show him some love," unquote, one post read on social media. The movement brags that it's organizing protests everywhere he isn't, while calling for no thrones, no crowns, and no kings, language that critics say is designed to incite rather than inspire. And New Mexicans are right to be wary. Under Lujan Grisham's far-left administration, crime has surged so severely that she had to call in the National Guard to help control streets of Albuquerque, a city already suffering under Democrat Mayor Tim Keller's failed leadership. Now those same streets may become the next front in a nationwide campaign of coordinated chaos. Despite all this, Lujan Grisham wants the public to believe that she's suddenly against violence. After helping stoke the flames of rebellion in Los Angeles, her last-minute pivot to zero tolerance rings hollow. New Mexicans won't be fooled. They know exactly where their governor stands. And it isn't with law enforcement or the law-abiding public. It's with the mob. And now we'll remove the liberal blindfold. Now, as a song by Chicago on their first album declared, the whole world is watching. The news coming out that when Marines were put into play in LA, it wasn't to go against the citizens or the criminals, it was only to protect federal buildings from being destroyed, plain and simple. But the media keeps lying to us, as do Democrats from California. They keep saying they're going against the people. From the Bible it says from Psalms 18:32-33, "It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of deer and sets me on my high places." We must realize the left has been playing us all for fools for years, and if we don't start doing the right things, we will go down with the nation just as they want. John Adams once said, "Always stand on principle, even if you stand alone." The left has gotten their way for so long now that they feel it is their right to continue getting their way, not even seeing that their way is destroying this country. Thank you for watching, and as I will always say, we shall not be ruled. NWCR is heard through Conservative Nation Media, or CNM, from behind that silver microphone of freedom, with the voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, where America always wins. Again, please subscribe to my video accounts on Rumble and YouTube, and listen to our weekly show heard every Friday on Podbean at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. The truth needs to be told so we can save this nation from the tyranny of the left. Have a good day, and God bless you all.